Hello, 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 lovely YouTube peoples. So, today, what shall we cover today? Well, I kind of want to do something that's a little bit new again, so there's not really a spread. There's not really a specific spread for this. I think it's just something where it's going to unfold as I have questions. So, it'll be like, yes, I have questions. Let me continue here. And I think it's just going to do that. I think also in this video we might end up hearing the wind chimes even more than normal because there's supposed to be a winter storm. A winter storm that they like sensationalized and catastrophized in the media to the point where they literally canceled in-person school and said, oh, parents, y'all get to do homeschool again because it's going to be bad. I hadn't seen the first fucking raindrop out there. There's been a little titter of wind blowing. Not even like a gust. But it's been, I'd say, consistent enough to hear the wind chimes. But we hear that on any old day. Any old day on this channel. So I'm like, everybody's like doing the most nowadays. Like with the drama. Sensationalism. Let me give every single thunderstorm a fucking name. Right? So it's like St. George is coming through. Bocephus is blowing on through. Shit like that. I'm like, why we gotta name everything? There's a little bit of a rumble on the horizon. Oh my God, it's fucking George coming in to drip, drip, drop maybe 5 fucking drops of water on your fucking porch. It's gonna be all right. Hide your kids, hide your wife, cancel school. Okay. I mean, I get it in terms of like they don't want to have angry parents coming for them because I've been on the end of phone calls from angry parents. Totally get it. Totally get that. But at the same time, we can't pretend like this is just for the kids' safety. No, you're just trying to juke Marcia and put her on the side. That's what you're trying to do. Like, come at me straight with that shit. And then it starts going, I don't know if y'all can even hear it, so I'm just doing like motioning like fucking Vanna White, and y'all are like, Vanna, chill, calm your titties. We don't even know. Okay, so let's just do this. Okay, also ROSIE, my DOG. I'm not saying any trigger words. I don't need attention right now from the beast. Has finally simmered down. But I fully expect to get interrupted again and have to lose my shit on camera for the umpteenth time. I find it stressful because I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to save face. But apparently people think it's funny. So I guess I just need to, again, calm my titties. But vagina rocks, y'all. Blessed. Connection to God restored. Oh, now that I'm feeling a little bit connected, let me tell y'all something too. Something else. While we might have a little bit of a spooky Harry Potter fucking soundtrack going on in the background with these wind chimes, sometimes it sounds like that. There has been a potential secondary haunting episode here. Potential, I do say. My dear Watson, I do say. Because last Thursday... Yeah, we did this in that video. I did the whole pinching myself. We know. It was last Thursday where I told the story of the haunting things that occurred and we flipped some cards about it. Well, this time it was last night. So at the time of my filming this, that would be like, it was midnight on the nose. That was one thing that had me kind of freaked about it. It was on the dot midnight. How do I know that? I was on the shitter on my phone. Glamorous, perhaps. Relatable, yes. Don't act like y'all don't do it. Don't act like y'all don't know that life. Don't act, okay, right? People gotta go. People gotta be entertained while they go, right? So that was happening at midnight last night. And there was another situation. Let us go into that because this video shall take whatever form it wants to take, right? Yes, it shall. Yes, it shall. Okay, so this whole channel is an experiment. Y'all don't know what to expect, neither do I. All right. So this is the deal. Spent all day yesterday, well, not all day, all afternoon yesterday, fixing the backyard for where this Houdini square keeps fucking jailbreaking. Had my boyfriend over here, shirtless and everything. Hey girl, hey. Okay, anyway, I gotta stop. I was like sneaking videos and stuff. I'm bad. It's okay, fine. You're allowed to be thirsty for the people you want to be thirsty for, okay? That's just the simple ins and outs of it. Anyway, so he's out there with like an axe and a shovel and doing things and fixing things, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, yeah, I'm helping. Not at all, right? Lousy bitch. What good are you? Anyway, so we were doing all these things, and of course he stays until he's got to go back home. So here I am. I was going to say tired, but I just got done saying I wasn't doing a lot of things. But let's just say I was feeling spent and I was feeling ready to like lay it down, wrap it up. Nice, easy descent into shitter than bed. Correct? Yes, correct. And so here it is, midnight on the dot. I've already been opening up recently and being a bit more like, let's just say scared that what I'm dealing with is paranormal when perhaps it is not. Perhaps I am just to the point where I am such a weenie I have freaked myself out when I need not be freaked out. Still yet, here I am on the shitter, on the YouTubes, because that is where I live. And I hear, in the middle of dead silence and darkness, I hear, BAM! And it is the loudest bang. I was like, oh my God, it's Vietnam! You know, like it felt like fucking bomb hit the house. It was a humongous bam, and it sounded like it came from inside my house. Because where my bathroom is located, first of all, it's a 900 square... We're not. I know I made a loud noise. Ah! She just picked my shirt. What a dick! What a dick you are! Y'all. Fat roll. But also, dick! Get away, please. Please, I love you. I don't want to be mean. But also, please go lay down. I'm already starting to feel stressed because the wind chimes are making it a mood. Please go. Please go. Fuck. Okay, please don't start with me right now. So anyway, we were at the ba-bam part, and, you know, me feeling like, Charlie's coming in on me. You know, it's Charlie out in the trees. Like, I was legitimately scared shitless, which is a bit of a pun. Oh, it's bad on this channel. It's bad. Anyway, but I was, at that point, I was actually literally scared shitless on the fucking commode. Charlie coming in up on me, sounding like it was from the inside of my house. And literally the first thought I had, which of course is very dramatic, and nobody here gets it fucking twisted. I'm extra. Okay, I'm extra as fuck. I do the most. We all know. Okay? But literally the first thought I had while I was on the shitter was, I don't want to die on the shitter like Elvis. It was the first thought I had, and it just blipped really fast. I was like, oh my God, don't let me be someone that dies here like Elvis, like of all places, you know? And the visual that I got in my head was like somebody kicking in my front door that was dead bolted shut, and the whole door frame being like split open, like SWAT just coming in with the big joosh thing, you know, that they have. That was what it felt like, okay? That was the boom. That was how loud it was. Because like I said, it felt like it was kind of inside the house. The bathroom in my tiny little 900 square foot house, the bathroom is like right there on the perimeter. So if it was something from outside, it would sound like it's outside. If it was something that was like hitting the roof, it would sound like it was coming from above. It didn't. Spatially, it sounded among us. And I was like, should not be hearing shit like that among us. For real, though. For real. And so, of course, I was scared. And I was like, well, at some point, you just have to wipe your ass and emerge. From the shameful throne. So that's what I did. I even had enough wherewithal to just be like, if I'm going to die, I'm going to just get a quick sprinkle on my fingertips. So we're just sprinkle. I didn't use soap. Hey, whatever, but I thought perhaps this was the end anyway, so it didn't quite matter to me. It didn't quite matter. Emerged from the bathroom very slowly. Noticed that I did not hear my dog barking or any such thing like that. And I was like, if this was something where it was somebody busting up in on my house, like a human, she would be barking, or at least there would be something. But there was none. So I'm like, okay, oh my God. So I walk out. I'm not seeing anything amiss in my room. My immediate secondary thought was, I've got trees around my house, but not that many, like 3. And I thought, what if a branch of the tree fell off and blammed on my roof? It didn't sound like it happened on my roof, but still, what if that happened, So all these things are going through my mind. So first, I'm walking out of my room, and I'm doing a walkthrough in the house, and I'm peering around, and I'm looking. And I'm like, is anything, has to be big, displaced? This isn't something where it's just like, oh, I knocked over my water cup. Like, this is something where it's like, I've got this huge ass mirror here on the wall. That thing, boosh, to the ground, like it was big. And so I'm going through room to room, investigating and inspecting in the pitch black, scared. And of course, I'm seeing no humans, and I am seeing nothing askew. Nothing in my house is fucking misplaced. After the whole walkthrough, the whole skittish fucking walkthrough, nothing misplaced. And so that's when I started thinking more heavily about this branch. Squirmit. Let's see if you fucking Houdini now. Let's see if you Houdini now. Or we'll see if manliness got you fixed. Get out. Get out, you fix. Go and do it. Make me proud. Make me proud. RateMyPoo.com. I'm telling you, I need a submission. She's like, what about your submission last night? Midnight. Oh, fuck. Forget everything that I say. Forget it all. Okay. So here it is. Shortly after midnight, Charlie is in the trees among us, and nothing is askew in my home. And so I'm like, is this really? Because my boyfriend had been here all night, and it was literally 5 minutes after he left that the big boom happened. And I'm like, what is it? That when I'm alone, these things happen. Not when Ivory Ray is around, my kid. Not when the boyfriend is around. No, when I'm alone. That's when this shit happens. And so I'm like, great. So I actually took my ass outside with a flashlight, walked out there and was looking all on the ground to see, are there big branches that might be busted up in the front yard or around the yard, and looked up on the roof to see if any were like fell down from the trees and staying on the roof. I did that after midnight, being scared. Still walked my hip out there in the yard with a flashlight, scantily clad, checking out the fucking rooftop. Nothing. There's like 3 twigs up there, okay, and stuff, but, squirrels could have done that. Those did not make that. The twigs this big around, hello, that's, it's not the same, okay? It's not even remotely the same, don't even come from me. So I thought, because I saw the little tiny twigs, I was like, what about some fat-ass obese squirrels? Obesity isn't just getting us, y'all. Obesity's coming for the wildlife, too. Like, I'm sitting here seeing them. I'm like, oh, little creatures of the forest have French fries. And then you see them later, and they're like, and you're like, oh, my God, I've done this. I've significantly contributed to the obesity epidemic amongst the squirrel population at my home. But it wasn't them. They were asleep. They're not out and about. They're not doing their thing at, after midnight. So I'm like, I don't see anything that could have made that large. It sounded like an explosion. It sounded like my door jamb was busted in. That's what it sounded like. And so I was thoroughly freaked out about it, of course. And did not pull any cards, did not make a video about it, because I was like, I don't even want to know. I just want to pretend that it was Snow White plus obesity epidemic, and or a branch that somehow I missed, which I don't think I missed. So, shall we pull cards on this? Since this has almost decided to become a mini-series on my channel. Vagina crystals placed. Connection to God restored. I am also trying to stall because I get very nervous when this happens. Now, if this was just like a stick or a fat ass animal, the cards will let us know. And we will have a nice little, I told you, old girl, and it'll be an okay moment. And this whole video will be a pointless upload and uncharacteristically short. So be it. Okay, so in our last video with haunting chats, we said that swords and pentacles were an affirmative. That this event was a ghosty. We said conversely that wands and cups were a negative. Not paranormal. No ghosty related. Not paranormal at all. If it's a major arcana, I'm going to read it whatever way it intuitively comes to me. If it is a court card, page, knight, queen, king, we are going to assume that that is a personhood. A ghosty with personhood. And we're going to interpret it that way. So those are the ground rules. So let's see here. All right. I want all my angels, my light team, my crystals, all these such and things and such and things to let me know. So I almost flipped over and I was like, oh, I'm not ready to know. Okay. Okay, we're hoping for cups and wands, cups, right? You know, okay, you know the rubric, spirit. Let me know. The big old ba-bam! Emerald Gossi, la-bam! Up in here in this house. Was that ghosty? Was that paranormal? Or I'm just starting to scare my own tatés? Hey! This is a mixed message, spirit. What do you do when tarot does this? This is an affirmative and this is a negative. What do you do? Okay. How about this? I mean, just looking at these cards, though, like if I'm actually going to interpret them, it looks like it could be a situation. I'm going to interpret it two ways, okay? We're going to interpret it pro-ghosty and anti-ghosty. Pro-ghosty is, yeah, it is, and you just too fucking, like, scared and bitch-ass to accept the fact that you got ghosties. Get a grip and move on. Or this could be, in the anti-ghosty thing, this could be like, well, actually, this card doesn't, to me, read anti-ghosty. I mean, this looks like a ghost trying to chat, but this still feels like get over it. So anyway, but we're still gonna do, okay, I'm telling you, we need a tiebreaker. I need a tiebreaker. Swords and Pentacles, ghosty. Cups. This is why you can't read for yourself. Do you see this? Do you see inherently the problem? What happens? Any of y'all who pull tarot for yourselves, you probably know. It's like I can read for others. Great. For me, I got too much emotion invested in this. Okay. Not a ghosty. Cups and wands. Tiebreaker. Let me know. Queen of Cups in reverse. This is a personhood card. So right now, 2 out of 3 look like paranormal cards. But this looks like a female who is bent out of shape. So perhaps we could Pro-ghosty were saying the ghost is a bent out of shape female. Anti-ghosty, paranormal's not real, paranormal's not happening here. This is me. Being like, been out of fucking shape, and it's like, girl, call me titties. But if this is a been out of shape ghosty, I'm not too thrilled about it because, first of all, I don't always get along that well with females. Is that bad? Is that bad? They don't like me. They don't accept me into their coven. Why is that? I don't do anything against them. So anyway, that's a side note. I'm very appreciative to all my female friends in my comments here in the video because I'm like, wow. Did you hear that? That's got to be wind related. Because the chimes are going off, which means it's winding. Do you hear the gusts? Can y'all actually hear that? Surely you can hear the chimes. Okay, but that was a small bang. And I bet you if I were to walk outside right now, I'd find a fucking pine cone that made that noise. Not ba-bam! Anyway, I just wish y'all heard it so y'all would know I'm not actually being completely foolish. I know I'm extra as hell, but it was significant. And exactly at midnight on the dot. That's what made it so much more sus. You know what I mean? It was on the dot and I was like, what are the odds, man? What are the odds? Okay. So let's just see here. I'll ask this. How about that? On this person. Is this actually a person ghosty? Is this, is this me or is this a ghosty? Let's do that. Let's ask that. Is the Queen of Cups standing for me or is it standing for a ghosty? A ghosty, the answer for ghosty, this is a ghosty. That energy is going to be the swords and the pentacles. If the Queen of Cups is actually me being bent the fuck out of shape and I need to chill, Wands, Cups. So who is the Queen of Cups? A hunk of cards. Who is the Queen of Cups? Who is the Queen of Cups? Who is the Queen of Cups? Oh, come on. That's not helpful at all. That's like 20 fucking cards. Who is the Queen of Cups here? Who is it? And these are all upside down and they're in clumps. If they're upside down and in clumps, I'm not taking it. I'm taking something obvious because right now I get myself freaked out and I overanalyze and I need to know. Who is the Queen of Cups? Who's the Queen of Cups? Judgment reversed. Let me tell you why I really, 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 really don't like this card being what came out when I asked that question. If this was a ghost or if this was me. These are motherfucking dead people coming out of coffins. Sorry, headphone users. I don't need this. Okay, I also don't need the devil and I also don't need the death card. So please, I guess thank you for this. But these are dead people coming out of coffins. So even if this is reversed, to me this doesn't register as like, oh yeah, dead people are on the card coming out of coffins, but this has nothing to do with dead people. Reverse means this has nothing to do with dead people. No, they could have given me any fucking card in this tarot deck that would have said this is not anything to do with the fucking undead or dead. They could have given me any fucking card exactly what I asked for, but they give me the one that's got people, spirits, who refuse to go towards the light. Look, we're calling you through the tunnel. Go see Jesus. Check in at the pearly gates or whatever the fuck you believe in. Shit, I don't care. I don't care. These are people that are like, where's the light, bitch? Or, I've been so bad, I'm afraid of going to the light. I mean, I'm not someone who sits here and believes too deeply in like a heaven or hell. I think of it more as like an energetic vibration, kind of like a state of mind perhaps, as opposed to like literalist. But still, people that pass, they have their own beliefs. And this could be somebody who's dead won't go towards the light. I'm taking that as a ghosty and not me. But for it to be a bit out of shape female, that gives me pause. This does look like me in a fucking nutshell, because I'm sitting here being like, the ghosts are coming and they're like, hey girl, hey, we trying to communicate with you, and I'm like, so? And what, bitch? And that's my problem, because what? Bitch, I got Verizon. I dropped calls. Can you hear me now, bitch? No. Take several seats. And you ain't gonna hear shit. But they're like, move on. I'm like, no. Ooh, y'all. Wait, I just put two and two together. Okay. Sorry. Because I'm actually moving. In 2.5 months, I'm actually moving out of this shithole rental. I'm moving out. Which consequently, I just found out that I was moving today. Today that was decided. And this is a move on, move out. I mean, technically, anywhere I live, I have experiences. So, like, at my new place, probably still going to have experiences. But still, for it to be like me being like, nope, not interested, can't hear you, sorry, what? Call dropped. And then it's like, move out? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just starting to put things together. And let me tell you another level about this story that made it a little bit more creepy, right? Okay, so yesterday morning, so this was before the boyfriend came over and we worked and did fence things and hung out, and he left at midnight in the boom. Okay, so Quentin Tarantino, reverse it, right? We did the end of the story. We're back to the beginning again. Okay, so here we are at the beginning of this fucking story, man. Wake up in the morning, Wednesday morning, and my boyfriend had sent me a text that said that he had the strangest dream the night before, which, by the way, my boyfriend is atheist, okay? And not just an atheist, but he doesn't dream. Oh, that's my alarm. About scared myself. It's okay. He doesn't have dreams. It's very rare that he ever dreams, right? I'm someone who dreams like vibrantly, constantly, right? So he has actually been having more dreams now that he's been with me. I told him, I was like, you're going to be having, you might have to redraw some of your atheistic lines. And he said already, since knowing me, he's leaning a little bit closer to agnostic. I'm like, anyway, so I'm making him question some shit, but he can still believe what he wants to believe. It doesn't matter. We got a lot of overlap. Okay, anyway. So he had a dream, and he said that he was dreaming that we were asleep in the bed in this like extremely brightly lit room, and there was this huge banging, like very loud, aggressive banging over our heads in the bed, and it was an erratic rhythm too. It wasn't just like bang, bang, bang. It's just like bang, 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 bang. And it's just like above, and we both wake up and we're like, we feel in the bed threatened and terrified, but almost felt like there was like almost like a dome, like an energetic protection field around us, where it's like we were aware of the threat and it was very real and very loud and very present, but we were also safe in the knowing that it couldn't get to us, it couldn't harm us, that we had a shield. You know what I mean? And he was like, that's really fucking weird that I had that dream. And I was like, yeah, man, that's really fucking weird. Didn't think anything of it. Even at midnight, when it sounded like fucking Charlie coming down out of the choppers and coming up into my house with Agent Orange, still, that didn't cross my mind until I was sending him, the voice texts or whatever. I was like, bitch, you just left me and this is going down, popping up in my fucking hizzle. I got problems. And I'm sending him this shit. He gives me a call, right? Because, he's like, he's a normal person that just picks up the phone and makes a phone call instead of like texting or like voice texts. I'm like that, phone calls, I'm phobic. So anyway, he calls me and he was like, oh my God, doesn't that sound like my dream I had last night? And I was like, shut the fuck up, connecting dots like that when I'm alone and vulnerable. Like, I'm not here for you to be connecting dots right now. Like, no, I'm not fucking in that. And especially if it's like an angry banshee lady, an angry lady that doesn't want to go towards the light, perchance, perhaps. So we got a fucking freak dream. I got some weird ass tarot cards saying some shit and talking about me moving when ain't none of y'all knew about that, and I only knew about that since this morning. Y'all might ask, bitch, are you moving? Did you decide you're moving today because like last night was the last straw? I'm burping. Can't say that that's not a tiny part of it. But that's not everything. Okay, I want to see. Let's go ahead and let's dig just a little bit more, okay? Because I'm starting to get like, I was gonna say I'm starting to get way extra. Bitch, please. Born extra fat. Woo, Thai tea, bitch. Hell of a drug, y'all know. All right, so let's just ask. What does creepy lady want? I feel like I almost have to ask more about her. Tell me more. Yes, before I even ask about her needs, I want to know. I want to get fucking acquainted. Who is you? Up in my fucking rental. All right, let me know a little bit. One more card about who is she. Who is she then? This one was the one that was on top of that pile. I'm not thrilled about this either. She is emotionally unhinged. That's what I think when I see this. This is somebody who's like, they're not happy, okay? You know, I feel fulfilled. I feel good. Life's good. I'm fucking undead, bitch, and I'm pissed. I'm bothered. I'm woeful. How about you? Yeah. This ain't a brilliant card combo. We got a female potential water sign here, but still a female. 2 cups energies, 2 water signs, spilled cups. Spilled cups. Upset. This is somebody who is upset, emotionally unhinged. Now I guess we can ask a perfect, this takes us right into it. What does she want? What is she trying to communicate? What is she trying to communicate? I know, right? The Chariot. Which is another card of move. This is another card. This is a move. Move on, move out, go. This is another travel, moving, go. These are both movement and go cards. Are we having a fucking get out moment here? I'm going to hype my ass up to where I'm going to actually like think a little bit too deep into what I'm doing right here. And I'm going to have myself firmly fucking freaked out. I'm going to be cuddling my child's stuffed animal toys. Think I won't. Think I won't. I'll have all her squishy pillows all around me like a fucking barricade. All right. She's saying move. She's saying get out. First of all, I hazard a guess that I was here first, but you know, been here 2.5 years. What about you? I ain't had no. All right, well, let's just see what else. Is there anything else that she wants to communicate? If I end up shuffling forever, I'll take that as a no. I guess that's the yes. What does she want to communicate? This is the card that came out. There's one that came out as well, but it came out face down, see? So I didn't see it, but I still might turn it over. But this one came out face up on the floor. The Hermit in reverse. First of all, both of these are major arcanas, which doesn't surprise me because that bang was more than sufficient to get your girl's attention. Okay? More than sufficient to get your girl's attention. But this to me feels like move out. And this, honestly, I don't even think of the Hermit in reverse as necessarily a negative type situation. But to me, it feels like a coming out energy. Like I'm coming, like if this person was quiet, or if they were withdrawn before, or like lurking, they're not anymore. You know, I'm no longer in hermit mode. I'm out, bitch. Hi, we are now acquainted. I am now walking the halls of the place as opposed to hiding in the backyard. Hi, you know, like this just feels like I'm out. I'm forward. I'm here. Like I'm front and center 50-yard line. Hi. Let us take this as the last thing that she's trying to communicate. This is okay? You know, hold up. Because if I see this in terms of a storyline, to me, it almost feels like, you know, get out, go away, and go live your best life elsewhere. You know, doesn't it feel like go have your happily ever after elsewhere? Don't be up in here. Like, especially if she's salty, especially if we got somebody who's salty up here, who's like feeling emotionally unhinged, it's kind of like, get lost, you know, go fucking do it, go be. But honestly, anytime I get myself a little too freaked out, then it's like Tara's coming over here to like pat me on the back and be like, it's okay, bitch, calm yourself. It's fine. Right? Yeah. That was also, it didn't turn over, but we decided we were going to take it. This could also almost lean itself towards like a guidance card for me. I almost thought I saw Square. I swear, I'm going to check while we're still filming to see if she's Houdini'd after my boyfriend tried to fix the fence. Because if she still got out after all that effort on his part, it's still going to be worth it to me because I captured things that I enjoy. But he might be like, sorry, a patch. Okay. Anyway. Okay. But it does, all of this feels like pushing you out. What would be my guidance in dealing with this? What should I be doing in interacting with her? How should I be interacting with her? What's my guidance towards interacting with her? What should I be doing? What should I be doing? Oh, shit. Two things. This one came out first. One, this is not cooperating. So, I don't feel like this lady is the cooperating type. She is bent out of shape. She is somebody who is not wanting to go, like, finish her business and handle it and go into the light or whatever. She is ornery. She feels very upset and emotionally unhinged and dissatisfied. She's not here to be friends, to hang out, to be coexist. Like, this is get out. But the positive here, both of these, it's like, this feels like get out and move on, move into the new digs, do your happily ever after elsewhere, get out. Why did it get personal like that? Because I wasn't even going to be telling y'all my business. First of all, because I just have a general assumption that nobody cares, right? Why would anybody care? It's like full daylight, and I'm like sitting here looking, thinking I might be seeing something out of the corner of my eye. It is too early for all this. Well, I have seen several get out cards. That is what I can conclude. And is she going to contact me again? Am I going to have more interactions with her? Give me a card that kind of indicates what my future interactions with her are going to be. If I get full stop cards, I'll think of it as like, okay, it's going to die down. But if I get like fast moving energy cards, then I'm going to assume that she and I are going to have more tangos. So, if I saw this is slow. In the reverse, paired with death reversed, bitch is undead, and it ain't over. This is, I'm dead, it's done, I'm over, I'm gone, I've moved on. This would very much so be, put a nail in the coffin, it's a done deal. But we're not seeing that. We're seeing that no nail is in the coffin. We are seeing undead, unfinished business. It's not over. And our upside down horsey, which gives me the feeling like possible to have two horsies too. And there's some biblical connotations to this, like apocalyptic shit, right? But when I see those two paired together, it makes me feel like she and I might have a little bit more do-si-doing to go. If so, then y'all can just fucking enjoy the fodder because I'll film my shit and talk about it. Sure, we'll do that if that ends up being something. If I hear any more booms that go in the night, or if I have any dreams where I fucking chat with her or something like that, then I'll let y'all know. Sometimes I do like out of body stuff and have tangos with the ghosties that way, but honestly, I shut that down a good bit. Like, I haven't done that. Well, it's only been like 2 or 3 years. It hadn't been like that long ago, but still, because I'm not super comfortable with that, because you do end up running into some like freaky people. Anyway, how out of the box was that in terms of a little bit too much information? I try to tone down some of my experiences or some of my stories because I know that they sound outlandish, and bottom line is I can't prove any of it's real. Can't, man. So I'm not here to try and convince anybody of anything. Y'all can all think it's bullshit, but I'm assuming if y'all hung out with me for 41 minutes, that y'all would at least be somewhat entertained by this shit. Okay. This is the part that's got me most fucked up, y'all. It ain't over. Okay, Seabiscuits. Alright, but I'll let y'all know. Oh, and I was going to let y'all know about Squaremint. Hold up. Let me see if she's still out there. Hold up. Let's see. Did this work? Ha-ha! You've been foiled. You've been foiled. Oh, yes, you have. You've been fucking foiled, Houdini. Oh, shit. Consequently, didn't Houdini die because he was like locked up in a chest and he couldn't escape the chest to actually get out, and like maybe he drowned or something like that? Didn't he die in some kind of horrific fucking way like that with a failed magic trick? Good thing I didn't get the magician card, or I'd be like, Houdini is haunting me. But no, instead I've got a salty bitch that wants me to get out and have my happily ever after somewhere she don't have to fucking visually see it. Sounds like some living people I know. Okay. Anyway, that's today's Ratchet video. So, hope you liked it. I don't know. This was not where I was going to go with it. I was actually going to do a Zodiac read. I'm serious. I was actually going to do a Zodiac read today. And then I just started talking, giving you an update. And then I was like, oh, fuck it. Let's just pull cards about it. And let's just go ahead and plunder. So, you know, that's how it happens. Whatever. I'm going to try to have at least a little bit of structure so it's not just, you know, videos that y'all have no clue what to expect on this channel unless y'all vibe with that. Oh, shit. But we'll see. Fuck. We'll see. Can y'all hear these wind chimes? I'm going to listen to it back. Well, anyway, thank y'all for hanging out, though, and I low-key don't want to be able to update y'all on any more ghost stories in this house, because, shit, if I open up too much to this, then it's just going to be, like, really commonplace. In the last home that I was in, I was very open, and it was very haunted, and I have a bunch of stories I can tell y'all, but I also got divorced, because the energy wasn't always great, so I'm like, it was rough, you know, and I don't really, just in case some things that are a little bit more lackluster come through, I don't really, you know, I set up my protections and my spiritual hygiene and things like that, because I don't play with stuff, you know. I want to keep it nice and pure, speak to only my team of light beings. I'm not conversing directly with anything, because I'm not playing with that. God, I scared myself. I was like, what the fuck is out there? It's just a lady pushing her baby in a stroller. I was like, Yeti! Oh my fuck. Okay, we have to end this. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's not fine. It's never fine. I tell you that all the time, but it's not actually fine. I'm not doing well. Yeah, it's okay though. I am finer than that. That was extra. That was just me exaggerating. Okay, I'm gonna go buy a creme brulee today. Literally, that's what's happening. As soon as I leave this, I'm gonna go get my child, and we're gonna go get a creme brulee apiece. I want my own. And I'm going to eat half of hers too. It's literally what's going to happen. Anyway, Thank y'all for hanging out. I love y'all. I know I'm going to significantly drop in subscribers, and that's totally okay. This is for us, right? This is for us and the fan crowd. Oh, the core crowd that wants to be here for it. So, yeah, okay, thanks. Love y'all. Bye for now.